And we're back! Hi, my name's Charles, and I'm replaying Honkai Star Rail. And it's been a while. It's been about 6 months since I last made one of these videos. In the intervening time, I got a job, and then I lost a job, and then I got another job, and I think now my life has stabilized to a point where I can start making at least a few of these videos again. It's not going to be pushing out at the rate that they used to when I had lots of time on my hands, but, you know, I wanted to get back into it. So, it's been long enough that I had to go back to my last video to remember even where we were up to, and I'm just kind of vague on what happens next too, because it's been so long since I last did these ghost hunting quests. So, in the last episode, we were just kind of going through the various ghost hunting exercises. We met the chess master who didn't play chess, and we got Fushen out of a bit of trouble by enlisting the help of Qingque, who demonstrated that she is a very smart person, but also quite lazy, which is, you know, good character traits to have. And we're just going to pop on and see what happens next. We have the goal here of raising our number of subscribers to 100,000, which, you know, in my absolute dreams. So, our target is 100,000, we're currently at 22,000. So, let's see what we have next. I'm late, as usual, for work, and everyone's acting sus. So this is the Divination Commission. Is this the one we just did? Aha. So now we have to go and talk to Hanya. So I think what had happened is that I'd been gone so long that the whole thing reset and I had to pick it up again. Would I like to be teleported nearby when I'm literally already right next to it? Why not? Hello? Hanya, well, you're just looking at the bookshelf. Okay.
On behalf of the Ten Lords Commission, I commend you for your great service in resolving the Divination Commission crisis. I will honor all of you before the Ten Lords.
Why, thank you.
Thanks, Madam Hanya. But, we really couldn't have defeated Carolum without Miss Qingque's help.
I didn't realize that one as skilled as Diviner Fu would also be susceptible to the power of the Heliobi.
Must admit, I was pretty shocked by that too.
That said, I can understand her plight. After all, we're all moving forward on our own unseen paths in no uncertain terms. Judges are instructed by the Ten Lords to carry out their orders, but no one ever explains their meaning to us. Just like the Master Diviner, no matter what cruel and horrible paths she foresaw, as long as it benefited the Luofu, she had to make a choice. Those choices may be correct and far-sighted, but we are, after all, flesh and blood, and we cannot help but agonize over the process of making them.
Madam Hanya?
I apologize. I was getting carried away. I think all the paperwork must have worn down my mental acuity. Today's business is finished. Please get some good rest.
Right. Let's call it a day. And you too, Judge Hanya. Don't work yourself to death.
It's finally time to get back to bed. Goodbye, everyone.
I'm totally beat too. Chat more in the group later. Why don't we start with Huohuo and talk about what we did today? Today we sealed the Heliobus Carolum. Thanks for all the help, everybody. By the way, Miss Qingque looked so cool. True dat. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something funny. A while back, I got this message from someone accusing me of plagiarizing their shop review videos. They even threatened to take legal action if I didn't respond right away. I simply replied, nah, it's my own stuff from last year. Then they argued that there's no statute of limitations for plagiarism, and whether I uploaded the video 10 years ago or 100 years ago, it should still count as plagiarism. You're famous now, little Gui. That's what I think, too. Why don't you go check our follow account? I'm feeling like I'm floating on Cloud 9 now. You've been floating there for a while. You've been floating there for a while. You've been floating there for a while. Don't forget to go check in. Welcome back, little Goy Gwennefer. Oh. We're up to 67,681 fans. We don't quite have 100k yet, but we've made quite a few. New investigation assignments. My neighbor's dead wife seems to have come back. The sky keeps crying. And we'll teleport back to exactly where we are again, because it keeps asking us to do that. Wish there was a way to make this disappear, because this would be a great, thumbnail. Anyway. Let's keep going with our investigations. The sky keeps crying. I keep hearing strange sounds around my home. It sounds like crying and it's super creepy. It never stops throughout the whole day and I can't even eat or sleep in peace. Yesterday, I decided I had enough and listened really carefully and I discovered it's actually coming from the sky. Does anyone have any idea what's going on? You don't say. There's a haunting near my house too, but at least it's not too noisy. I have no trouble sleeping. Don't stay in the house. The place is cursed. Sell it to me for 50 strails. The person above me is a con artist. Could it be the child next door crying? Why don't you go smash some rocks on your chest? Someone's not a fan of Lil Gwei. Okay, let's take this assignment. Fam, have you seen the news? This is huge. I've already thought of the plot of the next ghost story. The title will be... OMG, Midnight Ghostly Crying Exposed. You won't believe what's behind it. Bombshell! Unmasking the unmasking the mystery behind the unidentified flying object. Epic! Ghost hunting squad majestically owns invisible abomination. Oh yeah, that's us. Not bad at all. You're pretty good at this. In my opinion, a heliobus should be behind this incident too. Do you remember how Cirrus finally exploded into a rain of fire down from the sky? Mournful cries in the sky. It's possible these originate from all the fleeing fragments from back then. Then Tail might be among them. If it's really a heliobus causing trouble in the sky, who among us can fly? I'm sure the Ten Lords Commission has a way, right, Hua? Being a judge of the Ten Lords Commission doesn't really let you fly. This is bothersome. If the heliobus fragments are hiding in the sky, are we supposed to wait for them to fall? Let me think. What should we do? I have an idea. Cullfish, can you come with me? I thought of something. Sushang, aren't you coming? I've asked Sushang to investigate the forest cottage with me, so we'll leave this matter to you and Hua. We'll get to work then. Contact us if you have any questions. Luofu Myths, Spectrelight Records. So we've got to go find the Crying Cottage, which is up there somewhere. Okay. Let's go for a walk.
In order to catch Heliobi on the run.
Oh, I should have stayed for that dialogue. Oh well. Ah, we finally got up here for real now. I probably shouldn't be having that guy follow me around. He's an anachronism. But, you know. Why not? Aha, you look spooky just by standing there. Hello, Shuling. Judge Hua, the courier cyclone you need is ready. I'm still not used to being addressed as a judge, but thanks. Judge, here. This is the Flying Lunumbra Gourd mobile platform, aka Exorcist Cycrane, you've requested for, Judge Hua. It comes with a courier package? That's very observant of you. The Lunumbra Gourd is in the courier package. Whatever that fulfills the purpose of flying with the Lununa... I am having trouble speaking today. whatever, that fulfills the purpose of flying with the Lunumbra gourd, I guess. It's actually pretty easy to operate. High-tech sacred instruments are usually easy to handle. Anyway, this Psycrane is at the disposal of Judge Huohua. Among us, do we have anyone who knows how to operate a Psycrane? Me, I know how to! You notice the two of them looking at you inquisitively. I once used a Psycrane to rescue Madame Yukong's daughter. I'll leave it to you then, Carlfish. Okay, so this is, am I ready to pilot the Psycrane? I am indeed ready. Okay, so down, we'll go down and pick up this one. And then we follow the blue dot. And we pick this one. Oh, go up to the top of the sky. And then there's one over here. We're outside the safe zone, apparently. So now we're left with one little piece of purple. We'll subdue that one. And we'll go back home, I guess. Yay, we picked up purple things. I suppose this verifies the feasibility of the Exorcist Psycrane. Judge Huohua, please return it in a timely fashion after using it. I will. Let's get moving. We should take a look at the place mentioned in the post. Okay, so now we need to go to... where? The Divination Commission. Okay, I'm just going to teleport there, because why not? It should be the Heliobus. Carlfish, are you ready? Let's go. So there's one here. And there's one up here. Ah, they've removed the little blue dot that tells you where they are, which means you actually have to use your eyes and look at things. With the help of the Exorcist Psycrane, you subdued most of the unruly Heliobi in less than 10 minutes. I don't sense tail here, and there aren't any tail fragments. Ooh, what do you look like? This one looks fierce. It's running away. It's not letting us capture it. Ha! You think you can catch me? What a conceited Heliobus. You are not fast enough, boy. Finally, but it's not over yet. We have to have a battle.
This is being in sync?
Okay, enemy steal skill points after attacking. So if I got the, I gotta remember how this works. I've completely forgotten. So that is... Oh no, I've got Castris, okay. I think it's a dot, yeah, okay. But yeah, there we go. That was pretty straightforward. The arrogant Heliobus stops fleeing and returns to the ground. Not bad, boy. This is the most exciting adventure I've had. You've not had many exciting adventures, have you? What? What's your intention? I'm just out to have fun. If you're the one being locked in the furnace, you find ways to escape from that boring place too. To be able to enjoy myself like this, I guess there's nothing I'm unhappy about. If you've got nerve, then don't let me escape again, or else I'll shut up and go in. I have new exorcismics. Okay, I have one more thing to go to. Phew, we finally settled this troublemaker. There should be only one location left. Okay, this one is giving... Oh, hello, Marchie. Am I seeing things? There should have been Heliobi there, right? Let's go quickly and take a look. You rush to March 7th side. Cullfish, and who's this? Greetings, I'm Huohua from the Ten Lords Commission. Did you meet any, strange occurrence? Strange occurrence? No, but I did manage to capture some beautiful shots of the scenery. How about this? Take this talisman with you. If something happens to you, it will react. Huohua pasted the talisman on March 7th. Nothing happens. Does this mean I'm fine? I suppose so. Believe in us, March. Since you say so, I'll take it as if nothing has happened. Miss March, don't worry. In any case, we will return to the fixed roll garden. The thing in the Lunumbra gourd needs to be restrained. Hello, March. I took a few nice scenic pictures. No matter how many times I see the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, I always think it's really something fantastical. Okay, so I guess we go back to Fixed Roll Gardens to put our ghost in the ghost trap. Suppression Tower, Swallow Song Pavilion. Expel evil and capture stray spirits. With the support of the Ten Lords Commission Spiritfarers, you seal the heliobus within the Lunumbra gourd. That heliobus named Starfire said it left the creation furnace for freedom. Do you think the other heliobi are the same? Are you worried that you've restrained Tails' freedom? Perhaps. I don't know, too. Anyway, let's publish a post to put the people there at ease. Okay, what kind of post are we doing about this? I think this is not an exciting one. It's just us going around collecting lights in the sky. Bombshell! Unmasking the mystery behind the unidentified flying object. Okay, maybe we've sexed it up a little bit there. Even though we did not find any clues about Tail, I am still grateful to you, Cullfish. I will continue to search for Tail. It is much stronger than Starfire, and I'm sure it will be fine. Yes, nothing will happen to it. Welcome back, little way. And we're not quite at 100k. I guess we have to do that one other on. New fans. And we'll go back to the meeting point. Call the ghost hunting squad. I'll just get rid of this dot because I can. Claim some Stellar Jade, which will be useful at some point. And I think on this account, I did do a whole bunch of pulls off stream, just randomly logging into this account occasionally, so I have some characters. I can't remember which ones I actually got. Oh yeah, I got Evernight, because gotta have Evernight. But I think from now on until, you know, the next version, until like 4.0, it's 4.0 now, isn't it? Yeah, until like 4.0, I'll probably not pull anything on this account, because there will be an entirely new set of characters and an entirely new meta falling in the next one, and this is my free-to-play account, so I've got to save up. So anyway, this is the post. A new flying device, neat. What kind of transport does Little Gwei want? A flying sword. I'll get my bestie to fly me there on her sword. It's got other people posting. Also been mentioned on this old post. Do you have any plans after reaching 100k fans? Yeah, we're gonna do an AMA. I think that's actually canon as well. Okay, we have one more assignment here. My neighbour's dead wife seems to have come back. My neighbour is a widowed Foxian man named Wen Yuan. Usually when we help each other out in the neighbourhood. However, in recent days, Wen Yuan hasn't been seen outside during the daytime. When I asked him what he's been up to lately, he said his wife has returned, and he plans to take her to Aurum Alley for a stroll? But wasn't his wife, Roxy, deceased 30 years ago? Moreover, he doesn't seem quite himself in the past few days. Could it be that he's been possessed by a spirit? Oh, stop being melodramatic. Maybe she didn't die in the war and simply managed to come back. What are you doing staring at others in the dead of night? Is it another one of those ghostly capers? I feel like I've read something similar before. It was The Bank Teller or something. The actors work hard, but the acting was terrible. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Do you care? You don't care. You only care about yourself. And we will begin this investigation. Everyone see the link just now? No doubt about it. Heliobi. If you told me Heliobi did this, I'd hardly be surprised. Getting back on topic, when did going home become so tempting? Focus now. And also, that's really freaky. Very freaky. If it weren't for the fact that OP made up the whole thing, then I'd definitely say it was a Heliobi haunting. Some Heliobi will take advantage of a victim's deepest desires to call forth all kinds of illusions. They torture the victim, draining them of all emotions and desires, putting them in grave danger. So I was just reading a thing this morning about, people who create weird parasocial relationships with ChatGPT, and so ChatGPT is also a Heliobus. I understand. Ghost hunting squad, move out. Give me an address. I'll go check it out. If you could please arrange, my lord, I shall humbly oblige. Oi. I PM'd the OP and he sent me an address. Can you please go check that out? I'll head over and I take care of something first. Looks like it's over to you. Alright, take your time, no rush. Thanks, I'll be over real soon. Okay, so I've got to go to Exalting Sanction and ask the poster for more details. Oh, they're by the bookshop.
It's still early. Where to now?
Well, over here where the person is standing, obviously. Unfamiliar man. That look in his eye. Surely he's waiting to meet up with someone here, right? He must be the person Little Gwei asked me to find. Are you Insomnophile? Shivers, that's the first time I ever heard someone say my name out loud IRL. Gives me goosebumps. That is very strange, by the way. So when I was 20, I went on this backpacking tour of America where I just stayed on the couches of people I knew on IRC. This is long enough ago that IRC was a thing. And, my mother was certain I was going to be murdered at some point in this trip. But it was the first time I ever went around somewhere in real life and people called me by my online nick, and it was just so jarring. And I'm kind of used to it now, because it happens not infrequently, but it was so weird the first time. That's right, I'm Insomnophile. Lil Gwei sent you, right? I thought I'd be meeting up with her in person. It's like this. My neighbor is this old Foxian grandpa who lives by himself, called Wenyan. Wenyan is an introvert and keeps to himself and hardly ever gets to interact with anyone. But recently at night there's been this laughter coming from his place. Somehow this guy has turned into a person filled with radiant joy. You're jealous? I don't know. One time I bumped into him at the market and asked him about it. He told me it was his wife, Roxy, finally coming home after 30 years abroad. All this was covered already in your post. That's on me for writing everything so clearly in my post. I didn't leave any room for suspense. You should let me tell you the rest of the story. I remember when they married. As a neighbor, I congratulated them in person. Unfortunately, those two did not live happily ever after. Ever heard of the Great Battle of Fangu 30 years ago? Roxy, she sacrificed her life in that battle. And yet, here she was, again. I don't actually believe in ghosts or anything, let alone coming back from the dead. I posted this on that spooky thread just because I don't know who to turn to for help. Unless she really is alive? It's not entirely impossible, but back then, her Jade Abacus and Death Notice were both mailed back. Old Wen Yuan even held a Foxian memorial ceremony, as is custom. I remember it crystal clear. Naturally, we can't rule out the Rainbow Arbiter's protection, but if she really is all safe and sound, shouldn't she have come back a little earlier? How can I find them? This morning I heard him say that he was going shopping around Oromali with his wife. You should be able to find him there. Off to Oromali. I got it! I asked the person who made the post and they said we could find the couple in Oromali. Sounds cool. Nothing like the fruitless investigation I'm caught up in. I came across a post about an ancient Guqin that all of a sudden started playing a mournful melody all on its own. And guess what? Come on, don't keep us in suspense. Turn out it's an ancient battery-powered Guqin, and a nosy somebody just gave it a new battery. Well, that's typical. Looks like Carlford just found something really strange. Whoa, I'm coming! So let's go to Oromali, which is just over here.
But they offered a price.
If the wife is actually a Helios illusion, it must have a weakness. Hey, Wawa. Did you notice? This is Mr. Wenyuan, and he doesn't seem possessed. And this Heliobus is also quite unusual. Things seem to have gotten more complicated than anticipated. Oops, wrong one. Anyway, we can only ask. Let's go, we can only ask. I just said that. This place is very different from the Luofu that I know. Only you are the same. So are you, just the same. Are you free to chat right now? So we'd like to talk to the two of you. Beautiful lady, may I have a few words with you alone? No, you may not. Even a blind person could tell what our relationship is. I don't know you and I don't know what you're trying to do, but please leave my wife alone, now. Can you really not tell that she's not a real person? You're the one who's not a real person. Keep your mouth shut. Please don't embarrass us. We're just a husband and wife out on a date. Roxy, you're too gentle with them. There's no need to be so soft and kind with these two hooligans. My dear, we shouldn't make a big scene out of this. That girl is a judge from the Ten Lords Commission. So, let's just pretend that any offense caused didn't happen. We're leaving here right now, okay? No, please wait. Wenyuan is already completely enraptured by the Heliobus. Roxy, try using the harmonic chime. Ding! Roxy? What's wrong with you? No, don't look at me, please. Turn around. What have you ruffians done? Put up your dukes. Hang on, Wenyuan. Let me and him have a chat. So, I can't hide anything from a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Fine. Are you here to arrest me? Wenyuan, see for yourself. It's a Heliobus. Do you think I didn't know? That I was too stupid to realize? What did you have to lay it all like that out for? Wenyuan, don't say that. They are from the Ten Lords Commission, so they do things by the book. So you were voluntarily deceived? It was, like you said at first, I disguised myself as Roxy in the vain hopes of cheating him, but Wenyuan is a very smart man and he probably saw straight through everything at first sight. These happy days we've been spending together have been nothing more than a tacit game of playing house. So it is the guy who just fell in love with ChatGPT. But this feeling, it's real. I once thought that, as a being of Starfire essence, I never needed to love or be loved, but I was wrong, so I beg you, please don't let me lose whatever we've only just gained. Miss Roxy, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Wenyuan has changed so much since the two of you met. Have you noticed that despite not taking possession, you're still unintentionally consuming the host's body? You're right. I'm being selfish. Roxy, you know, I never cared about any of that. I'll soon wither away from exposure to a heliobus. I already know that. Dude, this is just what I used to research back in my days studying the Zhenzhou Zuming's academy. I'm sorry. Right from the start, I never should have. Don't say that. Seeing you one more time is a price paid by a lifetime of conserved luck. Dude, I know you have to act according to the rules of the Ten Lords Commission, but I'm asking you to relax just a little. Once we've spent our final moments together, she will definitely come for you. Yes, please just give us a little more time and then I will dutifully go with you. Huohe looks a little awkward. She hopes you can help her come to a decision. We can't let Wen Yuan wither away. We've got to arrest the heliobus. Let the heliobus go for now. It's for the best. See? I will let someone do anything for love, but I won't let them do that. Like, you're gonna die, and the heliobus isn't. And sorry mate. I can't let you, let ChatGPT kill you. That's what a judge should do. That's what Shuiyi Sensei would do. Why can't you just let us go? Humans, are you really incapable of understanding and sympathizing with the feelings of your very own kind? Or are you so young to have never experienced the feeling of missing absent friends? No, you cannot do this. I won't let you separate us. We're acting according to the rules of the Ten Lords Commission, but please, can you understand? Wen Yuan, if what you want is to escape with me somewhere far away, then I can help you do that. I won't let anyone get in our way, not even the Ten Lords. Roxy, you... Wen Yuan, I can feel your infinite capacity for emotion and strength. Don't worry, I will do everything I can.
I choose you!
Forget your wallet? Come feast your eyes!
Oops.
Happy New Year!
I'm not doing this very well.
No more playing nice. Dodge this!
But I made it anyway. Bing! I'm sorry, Wen Yuan. I can't go with you anymore. Roxy, give her back to me. I beg you, please. I'll give you anything, even my life. Give Roxy back to me. I beg you, please, give her back. I'm sorry, these are the rules. I know, I understand, but I'm begging you, please don't take her away. Don't take her away. Are you going to the Ten Lords Commission? If so, take me with you. Take me with you, I beg you, please. Let's go back and put it inside the suppression tower. I'm sorry, mate. I mean... not gonna let you kill yourself. That's just kinda bad. So let us... dump this heliobus. Whoa, what's wrong? You've recaptured a heliobus, but still seem frustrated about something. You explained to Hanya about Wen Yuan and his situation. I think I get it, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with how you're doing things. But here's the thing. Sometimes, even when we get everything right, the results can still leave us feeling unhappy. That's the job of the Ten Lords Commission. That's the job of a judge. I understand, but I think there's still more we can do. If you're going to see this Wen Yuan, take this to him. Foxians might not immediately reach the stage of being Mara-struck, but this will still help him feel better if he uses it. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just that what's right is very hard to accept. Let's go. Longevity Pill of Cruelty. A medicine exclusive to the Zhenzhou Yanqing, said to have the effect of improving overall fitness and rendering those who take it immune to all diseases for a short period of time. On the Yanqing, legend holds that a healer who went by the surname of Yu fell in love with a Foxian trader girl, but the Vidyadhara could live for 1,000 years, much longer than the Foxians. Yu searched for ways to release his lover from the grip of death. He fell for the trickery of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and asked his lover to take the longevity medicine of abundance without telling her what it was. The Foxian girl turned into an abomination that no longer loved him, before being slain by the Cloud Knights. To prevent Yu, who was overwhelmed by grief, from becoming Mara-struck, the Alchemy Commission ordered him to take the longevity pill of cruelty that deprived him of love and desire until his demise. The legend has another version, in which Yu was not of the Vidyadhara, but a mere mortal, and the Foxian girl was a spy planted by the disciples to infiltrate the Alchemy Commission. This version is not as popular, for it turns a romance story into a political power struggle. Those who love and live deeply fall into Mara, while those who sever desire and passions can live for a millennium. Ask yourself then, why fear Mara, and why take joy in a long life? Wait up, so we're gonna take this dude a pill that makes him stop loving his wife? That's cruel. I'm not sure I want to do this. I mean obviously, you know, I didn't want to be cruel in the first place, but dude. Hello, Wenyuan. Roxy, I missed you so much. Don't jump. Roxy, sigh. I remember you. You're from the Ten Lords Commission. Why have you come back here? I want to apologize to you. Apologize? What for? You're just doing what's right. That's all you care about, isn't it? Take this medicine here and you'll feel much better. I don't want to give it to him. Is this longevity pill of cruelty? No thanks. I lost what I'd barely regained, but still managed to hold on to things. Now if even the very pain of losing her is taken away from me, I'm afraid I really would break down. I bear this pain now, and I can still feel her and remember her. It's how she can always be with me and never leave me. Boy, I blame you not, nor do I hate you, because you didn't do anything wrong. It's just, I don't really want to talk to you. If there's nothing else, please go. Well, I think he made the right choice too. Okay, Huohua. No matter what, we have made our choice. Now is not the time for regret. Remember Gwenhyphen asked us to post up to the Ghostly Grove? Could you please do that? Alright. I was gonna go completely wild on this one. Transdimensional love. This heartwarming love story will make you swoon. I can understand Mr. Wenyuan's sentiments. It's hard to accept someone leaving. I'm the same. You did a great job today. I'm heading off then. Goodbye. She still misses Tail. Poor little Huohua. And we've hit 100k. Exactly on schedule. It's almost like it's on rails. Okay, so we'll get ourselves back to El Ghostly Grove.
I don't think searching like this is the best way.
Diner haunted. Evil spirit breaks into restaurant and eats double its body weight in food. Do you think Tail did this? Seems like his style.
Sounds like a very hungry criminal came up with a very poor excuse.
What about this one? Paranormal activity reported at exclusive horror immersia. Guests experience haunting within 7 days of screening.
I think I've heard of that one before.
It reminds me of when I used to watch horror immersia to train my courage. Whenever there was a suspenseful moment, Tail would jump up and scare me.
Guys, I feel like this is just some sort of prank, or a marketing stunt to boost ticket sales.
What are you guys up to?
Huohua has been browsing Ghostly Grove for hours. Every time she finds a suspicious incident, she says, "Do you think Tail did this?" problem is, any suspicious incident could be Tail-related when you think about it.
I feel like Tail is still around. But if so, why didn't he come back to see me?
He'll come back.
He was your Tail for so many years. I'm sure he'd come back to say hi. Or bye.
Anyway, even if you don't find Tail, you're still a great judge. The success of our ghost hunting squad proves it.
Thank you, Miss Gwei. I don't really get compliments without the encouragement of you squad members. Working with you guys has made me feel a little more confident. But it's hard not to think about the days when Tail was still around. Back then, I was a useless coward. I'd hide at the first sign of trouble. Tail would always complain about it. But he'd also get me out of danger.
Reminds me of me and my brother. Sort of a love-hate relationship.
Hey! Look at this!
Did you find Tail?
Hey! Look at this!
OMG, Cloud Knight caught doing the unthinkable at the Alchemy Commission. Folks, I've got something to tell you. It happened just yesterday when I was passing the Alchemy Commission. I heard a strange noise at the entrance, so I gathered my courage and I took a look inside. Can you guess what I saw? I spotted one of the Cloud Knights, and they were acting all strange, swinging their weapon around as if they were possessed or something. More than a dozen other Cloud Knights couldn't restrain them. Did anyone else see this? Hashtag ghost sighting. And lots of skeptics, but we gotta go there.
Is this something Tail would do?
Tail or no tail, it's definitely the work of a heliobus.
Let's hurry up and get to the scene. There'll be trouble to pay if we're too late.
Shouldn't we talk to Cirrus first?
We don't have time for that. Even if Cirrus does know something, by the time we've finished asking questions, it'll be too late.
Be careful, everyone. This sounds like a very aggressive heliobus.
Alright, let's get on the heliobus. A Foxian Tale of the Haunted. Sword Essence. Ooh, spooky. So we need to go here.
Hey, calm down! I just learned a new technique. I'll use it to end your life.
What's with this guy?
Personnel should keep their distance. It's dangerous here.
Actually, we're not really unauthorized, are we, Judge?
Is that Sushang? And a judge? Why are the Ten Lords Commission here?
It's a very long story, so let's deal with the problem at hand first.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, the Ten Lords Commission will handle this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Understood. Please, take mercy on him.
Don't worry, this sort of thing is our specialty.
See how you like this?
So this is your definition of mercy.
Uh-oh!
Oh, wow.
Let's go on!
That's a lot of damage. How come you've got all that damage boost? It's also quite embarrassing that I keep getting saved by Castrus's buff. After a struggle, we subdue the Cloud Knight.
Is he alright?
His life isn't in danger, but his hands and feet are spasming, and his speech is incoherent. I think he's experiencing a delusion that he can't snap out of.
I feel like I've been drained of my strength.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, are you okay? Can you answer a few questions for me? Do you remember what happened to you?
I think so. Let me think for a moment. I received a report today about an infestation of abominations here at the Alchemy Commission. The captain sent me to clear it out. What happened after that was like dream? I can't explain it. My weapon suddenly started talking to me? It taught me fighting techniques, which moves to avoid, which moves to use, which stances to adopt to retain balance. Then it told me to relax and let it take control against the enemy.
This is why you should never trust a magic sword.
That sounds just like a heliobus.
I followed its instructions. To my surprise, it felt like my combat skills had greatly improved. Still, it told me I was incompetent, like a piece of rotten wood. It wanted to find a new apprentice to carry forward the art. It was only then that I realized there was a sword-wielding child beside me, staring right at me.
Your weapon wanted to take the child as your apprentice?
Lots of children grow up learning to use a sword on the Lafu, but for a child to be walking around with one...
I sure hope we're not thinking of the same person.
I think we're thinking of the same person.
I realized the boy was the general's retainer, Yanqing.
I knew it.
When I heard my sword say the name, I was in disbelief. And then, for some reason, I just attacked Yanqing.
Seems like you both came out unscathed.
He must have spared me. The funny thing is that I didn't even see him move. I just fell straight to the ground. What happened next was even more outlandish. Yanqing looked like he was talking to the sword in his hand. He turned around and left without looking back. And my weapon never spoke again.
Not good.
I'll take care of the Cloud Knight. You go after Yanqing.
Okay, we've got to find Yanqing. Probably down here somewhere. Yeah, just wander through this quite nice bit of landscape. Is it down here further? I think it's down here.
There it is.
I could be wrong though. Down or up? Probably up. Yeah, I went the long way. Oh no. Here we go. There's his sword. A blue sword swishes by. Upon detecting your presence, it approaches and starts flying in circles around you. It seems to be calling us.
I heard that Yanqing's sword is a famous weapon crafted by the Artisanship Commission. It resonates with its master, reacting to his movements in battle like it has a mind of its own. He must have encountered some kind of danger, and his sword flew away to find someone to help, right?
Danger? Miss Sushang, don't scare me like that. What kind of evil would be strong enough to pose a threat to Yanqing?
I'm not sure, but the Heliobi are strange creatures. Even the sharpest sword can't cut them.
Uh-oh. I just had a thought.
If it's not auspicious, you'd best not say it out loud.
Based on what that Cloud Knight said, it isn't that Yanqing's in danger.
It's that Yanqing has become the danger.
Exactly.
Follow the sword. No matter what, we have to find Yanqing before things get even worse.
Quick, follow that sword. The body of an abomination with only a single sword cut on it.
Got to catch up with him before things get out of hand.
Sorry, I just had to stop and... there was a thing sparkling, so I had to follow the sparkly thing. The eyes of the slain beast still contained a hint of astonishment, as if seemingly unable to believe the speed of which humans were capable. The waves ride on the howling wind, bashing the ford with great intensity. Yanqing's sword hangs in the air, pointing to the distance across the luminescent depths.
This is the dock for Dragon Prayer Terrace. Judging by this sword's behavior, that's where Yanqing is.
Should we really be charging over there? Even without a heliobus, Yanqing is a swordsmaster among swordsmasters.
Are you scared, Sushang? Me too. Compared to the other heliobi we've dealt with so far, this one seems like it could do some serious damage.
Scared? My mother taught me swordplay as soon as I could walk. I might not be as good as the General's apprentice, but I would never let cowardice dishonor the name of the Cloud Knights or the family sword.
I'll probably talk a bit about this later once the rest of the story has happened, but I do like the way that this story juxtaposes Sushang and Yanqing, where, Sushang, she does her best and she's just trying to live up to the expectations of her parents and, she's she's a fighter, whereas Yanqing has been told since a very early age that he is the best and he is destined to be the best. And they're kind of approaching the same discipline from different sides. And this story is kind of set up to juxtapose them in that way.
But I am worried. If the heliobus possessing Yanqing is too strong, I'm afraid I might not be able to guarantee everyone's safety.
The General has been supporting our ghost hunting squad from the very beginning. It's time to return the favor. Even if it wasn't for the General's sake, as a judge, I can't let a heliobus take over someone as dangerous as Yanqing. Sushang, Miss Gui, Mr. Trailblazer, please help me rescue him.
Will do, Hua. Yanzhuo.
Yanqing is at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Let's go!
Let's get the ferry. Oh, fast travel. There's a little ferry. Oh. I was wondering what those noises were, and it's like, oh, we are surrounded by flying swords. And there's Yanchas. G'day, little one. How you doing?
What are all these swords doing in Dragon Prayer Terrace?
That's a good little hero shot.
It must be a heliobus illusion. Shouldn't we ring the harmonic chime and see if we can talk to Yanqing inside the illusion?
Illusion? Since each of you can see it, wouldn't that mean you'd fallen into the illusion as well? Don't be alarmed. To me, this sword formation is a precious arsenal. When I gaze upon any one, 1,000 sword fights dance before my eyes. The swordplay far exceeding anything I have learned. And better yet, they welcome those who wish to pursue higher realms with open arms.
I'm not interested in swordsmanship.
Swordsmanship isn't the only thing you can learn. As long as you want to become stronger, these swords will show you countless ways to do so. Isn't that right, Master Apira?
Apira? That heliobus's name is Apira?
Correct. Master Apira promised to show me the flaws in my swordplay, and had to take it to the next level. That's why I brought them to Dragon Prayer Terrace, where I suffered my most serious setback.
Young one, with me, everything will be different. Whether it be Imbibitor Lunae, the Stellaron Hunters, or that woman, your accomplishments will exceed them. You will be matchless, without limits.
Matchless without limits. You're just in time. The swords have taught me something already. I'd like to see how sharp my skills have become.
Yep.
My skills
Hello.
are lacking. I've been through countless defeats. But with the Pyra as my master, no longer.
Why is he attacking us?
I choose you.
Turn out your pockets.
Okay, the good news is that I have absolutely nothing that hits this guy's weakness, and the bad news is that also one of my major personal people is ice, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Take this. Shave.
Okay, I did manage to, just at the last minute, remember that I was supposed to intercept that. And we'll imprison him again.
Still here.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Cut through the ranks.
Serious, huh?
Oops.
Their skills are nothing compared to mine. What can I learn from any of them?
Okay, well, I suspect that was scripted.
Then why not hack them down right here?
Hack them down? I thought we were just sparring.
The laws of the battlefield are no different from the laws of the universe. Life for victory, and death for defeat. Swordsmanship is the art of victory, and only the victorious swords can be passed on. Swords defeated are buried among the barren wastelands.
But
You're resisting me? Rid yourself of these needless notions of clemency. How can you move forward without casting these distractions aside? Raise your sword.
Life for victory and death for defeat, huh? All this talk of laws of the battlefield and the universe. You think that gives the appearance of a Grand Master? You're just using someone else's ambition to satisfy your own desire to shed blood.
You step up, Sushang.
This Xuanyuan sword in my hand has been passed down through my family for generations. When my mother gave it to me, she said, "The bread may bake, but the heart remains." And for a long time, I had no idea what she was talking about. Today, I just realized I misheard her. I think she actually said, "The edge may break, but the heart remains." Probably. The Lieutenant Yanqing, the winner and loser of this battle, have yet to be determined. Don't give me that "there is no point in fighting any longer" speech.
This little wench's fighting spirit is on fire. Young one, since she insists on fighting, will you give her our answer?
I won't back down.
Miss Sushang, you...
This is between fellow Cloud Knights. Losing a fight isn't a big deal, but if I abandon my fellow soldiers and bring dishonor to the Knights, how could I wield my sword again? Granted, I might not last more than a few moves. You guys go get the general, quickly! I'll try and hold him off until he gets here.
Sushang, my bestie. Why is she so stubborn? Still, that was pretty freaking cool.
It was pretty freaking cool.
A Spiritfarer told me that the general is still in Vixtral Garden. Let's hurry! I think the only one that can break Yanqing's illusion is Jing Yuan himself.
Alright, well, we better go get him then.
Is something the matter? You seem out of breath.
you tell Jingyuan what happened on the Dragon Prayer Terrace?
A heliobus that creates illusions for the sole purpose of instructing someone in swordplay. I wouldn't mind learning a few tricks from them myself. Unfortunately, it sounds like this one is a little too aggressive to be a decent sparring partner. This is not an adversary that someone as young as Yanqing is equipped to deal with.
General, we need to move fast. If we wait any longer, I'm afraid that Sushang might be...
I can understand your sense of urgency. But before I leave, I have a question for Cirrus, who has been listening this whole time. I trust you are familiar with Apira.
Naturally. Among the Heliobi, Pyra manifests the courage and warring spirit of Ignomar. They are the most aggressive of all the fragments. But who is this Swordmaster? Who is Yanqing?
My apprentice.
No wonder I smell a hint of sadness in you. In order to rescue his incompetent apprentice, the master must fight on the battlefield himself. I must say, I'm very envious of Apira.
You know the flavor of sadness, but not its meaning. An apprentice obsessed with victory and defeat has lost his mind to a heliobus, and is now trying to shortcut his way to mastery of the sword. This is my failure to him as a master, and the source of grief you see in me now.
Then you should hurry. Pyra has an insatiable bloodlust. Once they've enslaved your mind, they can make you turn against your friends, your kin, even your own master. Go! I don't wish to delay your death match with your apprentice.
Sushang is awaiting our timely arrival at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Let's go.
Dragon Prayer Terrace it is. Oh, there they are.
Lieutenant of the Seat of Divine Foresight. Is that the best you can do? And I was thinking I'd be done for the moment you drew your sword. I didn't think I would last this long. I'm not half as bad as I thought.
Young one, you're hesitating again. You're always hesitating. Your opponent is no match for you. Yet they have managed to fend you off for this long. As a swordsman, have you not any pride? Do you want to repeat the disaster you suffered at Dragon Prayer Terrace? It's time to finish it. Only blood can cleanse the shame of the sword.
He won't do it.
General!
Young one, your old teacher has arrived. Under his tutelage, you never experienced true failure. But after suffering your first major setback, your confidence in your swordsmanship has been faltering. You worry that the general is disappointed in you. You worry that you don't have what it takes to be the person the general wants you to be. Now, show him what I have taught you. He'll be very proud of your progress. Tell him that with your sword, you will bring victory to the Xianzhou.
With my sword.
Yanqing would never draw his sword on me to prove himself. I have confidence in him. This confidence is not a belief that he will win every contest. It is a belief that he will one day break free from the paradigm of victory and defeat, and realize his true reason for wielding the sword. The pleasure of swordsmanship, the saving of life, and the dispatchment of enemies. This truth must be discovered by himself. No one can teach it to him. Now is the time for him to take that step.
General,
Break free from victory and defeat? Those are just empty words to comfort the dead and the defeated. Think of your crushing defeat at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Think of how you felt then, teetering on the brink of death. If the sword of that Stellaron hunter had pierced your flesh, you wouldn't be standing here pondering the meaning of victory and defeat. Now is the time to break all your chains. Draw your sword on your master, to the general who is trying to imprison you. Draw your sword.
General, allow me to demonstrate my swordsmanship. I hereby challenge you. Apyra, I challenge these swords to battle!
Go Yanqing.
Young fool. How disappointing. Your accomplishments would have been limitless. But you've been led astray by empty idealism. None of that matters anymore. While teaching you, I studied your every move inside out. And now you wish to throw down the gauntlet. Very well. In your own image, and with your own techniques, I will teach you one final lesson. Your swordplay, every stroke and sway, I've committed it all to memory. Now, allow me to demonstrate.
What are you going to demonstrate?
How powerful I am.
Alright, let's go. I will save that. Actually, I will save,
Hide your intentions.
what was alt?
Don't fall for their distractions.
Understood.
Action order. And this should get him. Sorry, Yanqing, not Sushang.
One hit, one stroke of luck, one victory.
Impressive. I am bested.
You're bested, bestie.
Ew, it's about time we got this guy into the gourd.
Get him in the gourd.
General.
I know what you wish to say, Yanqing. We can move past the melodrama.
Then, to the rest of you, thank you for bringing me out of that daze.
Why does everyone that gets heliobust love to apologize for it? You're the victim here. They're the ones stirring up chaos. It should be me thanking you for holding back during our battle. Or maybe, just maybe, it's due to a sudden skill improvement? Don't you think?
When you're not passed out in fear, you're pretty good.
Right. Conscious Sushang is pretty badass. We're gonna need to get you a front-page news story for this one. Heck, let's get some billboards!
So, you've made it your daily mission to tease me, huh?
With respect to this incident, what is your plan for posting on the Luofu's Ghostly Grove? Since it concerns the seat of divine foresight, I am hoping you could.
Well, about that. Let me discuss it with him first.
So, Yanqing gets memed on a lot because in the mainline story, like, he's introduced as this sword prodigy, and he just gets bodied by a whole bunch of characters in a row. Like, you know, he just keeps getting defeated, and the Yanqing losing in fights just became a meme. But it actually gives him this really cool arc where, you know, he was the prodigy who was told all of his life that he was destined to win everything, and he, you know, during his training he was the best of the bunch and he didn't lose battles, and then suddenly he has to grow up and be a smaller fish in a much bigger pond and discover that there are things in the universe that are stronger than him, and it is a massive blow to his ego, and it takes him down this dark road where he ends up being tempted by power and something that can take that humiliation of defeat away. And then he finally faces the personification of his own flaws in battle and defeats that and becomes a better person. And that's like a cool character arc. And I just always feel a little bit sad for the character that, you know, he just gets memed on instead, when it's actually a pretty cool story and it actually makes Yanqing an interesting three-dimensional character. But yeah, let's talk to Gwenithan. Breaking news. You won't believe this. Fiction becomes real life. What do we got instead? We got Showbiz Chaos. Lead actor mysteriously missing from set. The reason will shock you speechless. Artisanship Commission unveils new tech that will change Cloud Knights forever. Now let's go with the first one.
Is everyone okay with this?
Thanks for covering for me. I'm so embarrassed.
All's well that ends well. We should hurry back and lock up Pyra in the evil binding matrix. They're a dangerous one. I'm afraid they might escape.
Well then, Yanqing and I will take our leave now.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, let's put this heliobus in the suppression tower. Oh, new suppression tower. We haven't used this one before.
That was a big risk, Miss Sushang.
Actually, I'm well aware of my own limits. If it weren't for Yanqing resisting that heliobus, maybe I wouldn't have been able to hold on until you brought reinforcements.
Was it crucial for all of us to retreat?
Think of it. We only needed one person to fetch reinforcements. Why didn't we get him to stay behind with you? And why didn't you ask?
It's kinda embarrassing, but I was caught up in the moment. I guess I never thought it through.
Ugh. Sometimes I wonder whether your head's screwed on right. We need to take you to the Alchemy Commission for a checkup.
Maybe, but my actions kept everyone safe, and that's what matters. Miss Hoa needed someone to look out for her, and little Kuei's just a civilian. You shouldn't be putting yourself in risky situations. As for him, he's a distinguished guest of the Seat of Divine Foresight. If anything were to happen to him, it could turn into a diplomatic crisis. After weighing things up in my head, it made the most sense for only me to stay put.
If I still had my tail, I wouldn't be slowing everyone down.
Sorry, Hoa. I didn't think it through. You were never a burden.
It's not your fault, Miss Sushang. It's just... I've been wondering... How long can someone average like me keep up with the affairs of the Ten Lords Commission without my tail? Forget it. We should get some rest. There could be even bigger dangers waiting for us tomorrow.
You can always find Tail, don't worry too much about it. Let's sync up to the rest of the Intel in group chat. I don't want to say the first one because really, she's doing a great job without Tail. She's, helping us out. She's dropping the law. She's ringing the bells. She should be proud of herself. I'm exhausted. You were incredible, Miss Sushang. I feel like that boy Yanqing didn't use his full strength at all. It's like a kind of willpower that can only be cultivated after experiencing countless battles. I don't understand you martial arts guys. I'm so tired, little Gwei. Maybe we should talk about account-related stuff. We got lots of different gifts sent by fans. Yay! 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 Where's your yay, Sushang? Sushang? Sushang's exhausted and probably asleep by now. I see. Then it's just the three of us celebrating our success. Yeah, let's celebrate. Ta-da! Okay. So we have new investigations and we have the AMA. So let's get back to the meeting point. And this feels like a convenient place to call this episode. And there we go, I found the right button. It wasn't on my stream deck, it was somewhere else. And thank you for joining me to hunt some ghosts and see through the character arc of our boy Yanqing. I have absolutely no idea what's next week. I think we're continuing the search for Tail. Gonna hunt some more ghosts, so eventually there'll be a showdown with Cirrus, I'm pretty sure. I can only vaguely remember what happened in the rest of this event, to be honest. The Yanqing thing was... I kind of assumed that was the last bit of the story because it was the big climactic thing in my head, but there's obviously more to come. So we will come back for next episode to, I believe, see it through to its conclusion, or if not, then get a pretty big chunk of the way there. So hope that you will join me, and see you then.